Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for the 2003 Ethnic Business Awards, Sarah Henderson.
Good evening. It's a great pleasure to be here welcoming you all to the 15th Annual Ethnic Business Awards. Chances to celebrate our unity are greatly welcome. We live in a world where xenophobia and uninformed fear could so easily dominate our thinking. Yet on the ground, most people still live, grow and talk to their neighbours, whatever their origins. They share meals, ideas and work together harmoniously. And the thought of excluding any group on the basis of race is never an issue. It's all just part of this big neighbourhood we call Australia. The Ethnic Business Awards program is an opportunity to walk for a short while in someone else's shoes, to hear their stories. Some are of hardship, but all have a common thread of inspiration. Their subjects have hope, hard work and determination at the core, and often just a dash of luck in varying quantities. Award shows are also a time to invite distinguished guests whose endeavour has contributed to the field in some way. We welcome tonight the Honourable Eric Abetz, Special Minister of State, Liberal Senator for Tasmania. From the opposition, we welcome the Honourable Laurie Ferguson, Member for Reid in New South Wales. Now, I'd like you to meet the man who created these awards 15 years ago, Joseph Asaf, Chairman of EDCOM.
Ladies and gentlemen, many thanks for sharing this wonderful occasion with me. It is the culmination of another year of meeting and greeting those wonderful people in the Australian community who, like me, came from other countries to make Australia home. So what are these awards all about? And why do we bother with what some people may say is just another set of awards? It's very simple, really. Australia has been very kind to me personally and to millions of citizens who were not born here. The key to what Australia gives to people is this: it gives a fair go, it gives a freedom. This is why people choose Australia. 15 years ago, I came up with the idea of the Ethnic Business Award with the first sponsor, the National. I wanted to encourage others and to give back something that inspires people to strive in their businesses with the goal of making Australia a more prosperous nation. Indeed, the wealth of cultural diversity plus the prosperity flowing from businesses established by people who settled in Australia into the wider society is migration's most positive story. I would also like to thank our sponsors, the National, of course, our inaugural sponsor who supported the concept from the start, and Singapore Airlines, who have donated very valuable prizes each year, but also our newer sponsors, Telstra, Western Union, who sponsored the award last year too, and for the first time, the Department of Industry, Tourism and Resources. Thank you all for being here and for making Australia your home. Finally, thank you, Australia, for continuing to provide a pocket of freedom in the midst of a complex world. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Joseph. Well, our judges have had to select from hundreds of entries Australia-wide, those stories, company profiles and balance sheets that indicate not just a track record of determination to beat the odds, but a good idea nurtured by sound business sense and an ongoing eye to the future. 3 major award winners will be chosen from tonight's state finalists. The Special Initiative Award for creative thinking and establishing a business could go to any one of the finalists, regardless of business size. The The Small Business Award is given to a company with a turnover below $5 million, and the Medium to Large Business Award will go to a company whose turnover exceeds $5 million. Each of the three major award winners will receive $5,000 in prize money, 2 international raffles business class return tickets flying to anywhere on the Singapore Airlines network, courtesy, of course, of Singapore Airlines, a Kyocera 7135 smartphone from Telstra, and an elegant crystal trophy. As I mentioned, tonight's definition of Small Business Award is for turnover lower than $5 million. Often newcomers to Australia find that starting their own enterprise is the best way to kickstart a career in their new homeland. So let's meet our small business finalists. Well, possibly the first nation to make its culinary mark on British-raised Australia was Italy. So it's no surprise that Walter Antonucci's company, Fresco Cheese Company, mixes Australia's raw materials with Italian knowledge of what a good cheese should taste like. But it's Walter's experience as a microbiologist that has lifted the cheese above the ranks of the ordinary. Walter, Corfinio-born but an Aussie through and through these days, is the embodiment of multiculturalism, having returned to Italy prior to settling here 12 years ago as a permanent citizen. If you ask him what his best business qualification has been, he would tell you it's just common sense.
Fresco Cheese was born for a need to supply an income initially, since we decided to move here on the Gold Coast. Fresco Cheese is manufacturer of Italian style of cheeses, and we are specialized in boutique type, cheeses such as bocconcini, ricotta, mascarpone cheese, baked ricotta. So we source out our milk from the local farms in the Gold Coast hinterland, and of course all the ingredients we used, are all pure ingredients. But the most important thing is monitoring the process, so that cheese is made consistently in the same way all the time. Well, it's most important that the staff knows what they're doing. So one of the things I did in the past was to train my staff to following a number of parameters that they have to stick to, so that it's very easy to control the quality of the cheese at all time, and at the same time retain the traditional way to make it. Cheese coming from different manufacturers are always different. Two same manufacturers in the same area using the same milk can't ever make exactly the same cheese. So each and every one is a particular flavor in their own cheeses, which have captured the interest of the market. And that's what makes the difference between us and the others. The secret of running a more successful business, it's common sense. I use that all the time. If something is too good to be true, most likely it's not. But mainly what I do is I keep track of every aspect of my business, from the customers, suppliers, costing, but most of all I try to keep very close to my staff. I believe that the staff is the most important ingredient in every business. So you want to look after them, train them, and make them feel worthwhile in what they're doing.
Congratulations, Walter Antonucci. Congratulations, Walter. No wonder they want you to say cheese when you take a photo. I know. We had to say it. Well, lucky country we may be, but it's so much harder to be the clever country. South Korean-born James Lee, computer scientist, arrived in Australia in 1979. Observing what lengths Asian parents went to for their children's education, he was determined to find an easier way. Today, the combination of computer savvy, modern business principles and high support levels for students has seen his creation, Pre-Uni New College, blossom beyond expectation. Yet this is no hothouse. Rather, it's education in step with modern need. Try computer-based marking systems, unique workbooks and cyber school for a start. This successful venture is planning to export its methods worldwide.
I set up the college because I have two sons to give to the best education. Also, so many migrant parents, they are looking for their children for the best education. Started business is most of the difficulty is the raising the monies. So we need a fund. That's why we have to be save the money almost 13 years, and then find out the good staff and the good teachers. We're helping students for the confidence, and then right directions, and then encourage, and then motivations. Pre-uni new college we're doing to assist the children for the helping schoolwork like HSE and then selective schools, opportunity classes, or private school scholarship. New college make it different to other college. We are teacher training every regularly, professionally, and then we produce our own material, and then also we have internet cyber schools. Even outside of the class, they can learn at home as well. Every term we do testing, and then if they have some problems, any particular area, we focus that area to fill up for the gaps more, to assist to helping to the area to improving. We have a very good successful every year. For the selective schools, more than 92% they get into selective schools. And then HSE, we have over 90%, almost 170 children to get into university. We're going to open probably high school in our premises. So probably year 2004 or 5, we don't know, that takes time. And then also we want to have more young children to create new jobs. And then also we want to exporting our education system to the around the world.
Congratulations, James Lee of Pre-Uni New College, for teaching us all a lesson on how to recognise opportunities. Well, it's not for nothing that Riverina Marine Centre's slogan is "Just Add Water." This thriving boat business is situated in Wagga Wagga in inland New South Wales. But Peter Artemiou, a Cyprus-trained motor mechanic, is used to taking the rough roads. When he came to Australia in 1976, bureaucracy had him pulling cappuccinos in his sister's Wagga cafe. Through re-educating himself with a new language and fresh qualifications, and then somehow getting a toehold in a competitive industry, Peter is not just messing about in boats, but is very serious, with a 15-acre display park opening soon.
I born in Cyprus. I came to Australia after Cyprus was invaded in 1974 by the Turkish army, and my family became refugees. So my sister was in Australia and sponsored me here, and when I came to Wagga Wagga, I liked it so much, so I'm still here. Riverina Marine Centre, it's a boating retail and service centre. So we service all the products we sell, and also we got a variety of products, you know, either boats, water skis, or fishing tackle, and all the clothing and safety equipment. What brought me in the boating industry, it was no facility, you know, back, you know, when we started. So we wanted to put a facility in Wagga where we can service the local people. We started small, but then it grew so quick because we had the right product and the right knowledge. We gave the service and attracting business from all over Australia, from Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, and Nyngan to Perth and Adelaide. The future for Riverina Marine Centre is getting to the next stage. We're moving into a 15-acre complex, including a cafe and a little lake. and everything to do with the outdoors. Customer service always been number one in our priorities in the business. So we always try to have a happy customer, because one happy customer, it brings you another 10 customers, where one unhappy customer, it takes 20 customers of you. What excites me about the boating is we make a lot of friends, and we give service, and we make so many happy people.
And congratulations to Peter for making Wagga the boating capital of the Riverina. Well, sometimes the best way to pay back a favour is to do one for someone else. This seems to be the policy of Lebanese-born food and agriculture engineer Wasim Farhat, who in the 14 years since he moved to Australia has created a company that has provided jobs and support for other migrants, including Iraqis, Greeks, Samoans and Lebanese. Clean Plus Plus Detergents is a cleaning chemical manufacturer serving hospitality, commercial and industrial sectors. Thanks to a vibrant export business, they clean up in Russia, New Zealand, Fiji and the Philippines.
I've started in 1992 when I found that there is a opportunity for the cleaning chemical manufacturing. The opportunity was there. The amount of the capital wasn't too expensive to start. The expertise and the know-how, I had them based on the background and the qualification I had back in France. When I first started the business, it was really a complete one-man show. I started on my own, formulating, mixing together the raw materials, packing the goods, putting everything on small ute. So it's a complete package done by only me, basically. At Clean Plus, we manufacture products for the kitchen industry, for the carpet industry, for the automotive, laundry, for smooth surfaces, for the food industry as well, for clubs and pubs, for the hospitality industry. I think what made the business a successful business was basically high quality of the formulas. I did put all the know-how I had in the formula to have a high standard quality, and I've maintained a very good value of the finished product because we could maintain a very low overhead and a good labor cost. We are going to expand our business more and more. We've been increasing the turnover by 20 to 25% every year. We are confident that we can go to the future with a full package and a small business to care and a big enough to tailor for the market. Out of the 11 people, maybe we have about 9 nationalities, a really good, rich team. And after about 9 years now having the same people across, we're becoming a real strong team, real good family, with all the meaning of the family.
Congratulations, Wasim, and all your staff at Clean Plus Detergents, who I am sure are hoping to clean up tonight. And it's time now to meet the finalists in the medium to large business category. These companies have a turnover greater than $5 million, and just like the previous 4 stories, there's some great determination and courage in their foundations. Croatian-born Ivan Erceg had to be feisty and determined. When he was 10 and the only boy in a family of 8, Ivan's mother died. But his sister saw him through an apprenticeship which, on his arrival in Australia nearly 30 years ago, stood him in good stead. Ivan worked his way up from being a diesel mechanic till 1998 when he established Mining Equipment Spares, a family company well in scale with the massive mining industry it services. Through careful financing, MES continues to expand and grow.
Well, Australia has been a land of opportunities, and that's the reason probably that I came in to find some sort of opportunity that we can go with. Mining equipment spares is really, it's provided to the mining industry. We have a complete package to the mining companies, starting from a rebuilding of engines, transmissions, trucks, and later things is manufacture your own trucks. Well, believe me, this mining industry is very competitive. And especially when you are not original manufacturer, you always have to do better than anybody else to be able to survive. So from our perspective, we have to be cheaper, we have to be better quality, and we have to deliver faster. The clients we have is very stable clients. They are Rio Tinto, Argyle Diamond, we got Roe Brewer, Griffin Coal, Leighton Contracting. So these are clients that we have at the moment, and we won't be looking for the new clients, but we'll be expanding with the old clients. So what we will do, getting longer contracts with our current clients. If we look at a 10-year plan, Mining Equipment Spares will be a big company, and our budget is $14 million this year. Next year going up to $22 million. I think the business philosophy is to recognise the client's needs, and from there on build, and give your clients that you're looking at from their perspective and say, right, this is how I like to do things, and then supply exactly what they want. I think that's the biggest vision. If you can find that vision, you'll be successful. When you work with a lot of people, also I treat this just like just a football club. You got the players, you got the positions in a team, and if we all perform, the company will go forward.
Ivan. Congratulations, Ivan, not only in your amazing endeavour, but surviving a home with 7 sisters. Yes. Well done. Raised in China but of Russian parents, Michael Ovshinnikov migrated 32 years ago, working as a builder in the northwest of New South Wales. Gradually, his skills in sourcing products took over, and he expanded his builders' supplies business to an impressive level. Kelso Builders Supplies comfortably competes with the giants in the hardware business. And where to from here? Well, there's a twist. Michael has also developed a Russian-style artesian spa baths resort in Moree, and he markets this successfully to hordes of Eastern European tourists flocking to Australia to ease their aching bones.
When we was a builder, we tried to sell to builders. But as a position to builders, the builders will not buy from us, then we have to stop building and we start operating as a hardware store, and builders will give you full support. Kelso supply all the building material to building industry, such as a bricklaying material for bricklayers, carpentry material, door jambs, electrical for electrician, and all the plumbing material. It's a one-stop shop. We practically help you to design your house. We help to take all the quantity. We help you to set all the prices. We help you with the carpenter. We help you with bricklayer. We tell you how to talk to plumber and all the tradesmen. We're on your side to help you. I'm involved is all part of business, such as do some selling. I do design, advertising, and I'm practically involved in every part of the business. We got another 2 companies, Classic Building Products and Classic Doors. Classic Door manufacturing the doors, and we buy doors through that company. We're buying all the other building material as toilets, bath, locks, taps, and all the other stuff. In the future, we want to grow our business to increase our products and employ more qualified people. And we are thinking to open showrooms as a sales rooms, but still operate from the main center and grow our wholesale business nationally. It's very hard to start a business today, but you have to work hard, you have to put a lot of hours in, and you have to be a businessman.
Congratulations. Sebastiano Pietruzzello, or Sam to his mates, migrated in 1963 along with so many other Sicilian boys with dreams of success. Well, 40 years passed before he took a holiday to return to his land of birth. The traditions he brought here laid foundations for a massive business. Pantalica Cheese Company, named after the Sicilian caves, today makes around 3,000 tonnes of handmade Italian-style cheeses, from bocconcini to pecorino, supplying supermarket chains and exporting worldwide. To crown it all, last year the Italian government conferred the title of Commendatore, an Italian version of a knighthood, on Sebastiano, recognising the company's great international achievements.
See, for live I make cheese. The name is called Pantalica cheese. We make a lot of cheese like pecorino, parmesan, ricotta. We make over 20 product cheese. We're the best in Australia, with the leader of the Italian cheese in Australia. Pantalica started because I want to make something good. Because you see, I look around and see the food business is the best opportunity for make good future and start Pantalica cheese, because people, everybody must eat. If you know it today, eat it tomorrow. I learned to make cheese from my father, my grandfather, because we come from a family cheese make. The business today, we employ more than 100 people. We use more than 30 million litres a year. We make over 3,000 tons a year cheese, and the turnover over 20 million. My major customer, Coles, Sapphire Woolly, all independent store and some distributor. And we do Dick Smith product too, the cream cheese. We export to New Zealand, Hong Kong, Fiji, and we try to make a special cheese for Middle East. I have some difficulties when I started the business, because first for the money, second for language, and third for license. I fight 7 years for get the license, and when I have a license, I start the Pantalica cheese. See, Pantalica run by family business for myself, my whole son named Biagio, a production manager, Silvio on the market, and my daughter Antonella do the count. If my kids work like me, have plenty of opportunity and plenty of future, because when you work, never you stop.
They are big, really big. Pantalica uses 30 million litres of milk per year. Congratulations, Sebastiano. In 1978, Tuscan-born Carlo Travellini and partner Mario Chiampa bought and merged two existing wine companies, Alexander and Patterson and Taylor Ferguson. These wine merchants were well established as part of the Melbourne wine scene, but survival demanded radical change. Keeping remnants of the old name, the partners' central idea was to expand the range and bottle accessibly priced local and Italian wines, the latter business growing fast. Later, with the addition of another partner, Fernando Fred Liuzzi, they bought the Biates Company, filling their top shelf with exotic flavoured, pretty liqueurs.
Alipet today is a decent company in this industry. We employ 50 people. We bottle in excess of 1.5 million litres of wines, and we distribute about 500,000 cases a year. Well, we started in 1978. We purchased the wholesale license, foreseeing changes in the industry and thinking that there could be a break in the distributions of wines and spirits. Well, mainly we are wholesalers and manufacturers. We manufacture liqueurs, we bottle spirits, and we produce wines and distribute wines also for other parties. Our customer base is it varies. It covers all the aspects of our industry. We have three major ones on-premise, which are restaurants, and we have obviously the independent liquor stores, hotels, and the chains. There's a tendency these days for trends to develop fairly easy. The fact that I travel a lot and I pick ideas up from overseas and bring them back fairly quickly into Australia, it gives us an advantage. The future for Alipet, I think, is it's very good, and I can see opening in the future, particularly in the bottling, contract bottling. For major companies, there's a tendency of getting a lot of the major brands bottled in Australia, and we want to be in there and be strong. We sell to a lot of different countries, particularly to Northern Europe, China, and I think the future of China is going to be a strong force. Obviously, I see export as being one of our future projects of major importance. To me, coming into work it's never been difficult, and today is probably more enjoyable than other times. This industry is a beautiful industry to be in, particularly the wine industry, because it gives you the opportunity to travel the world and to mix with a lot of fun people.
Congratulations, Carlo, Mario and Fred, and I'm sure they'll be making a few very new and thirsty friends tonight. Well, the Initiative Award is our first big one of the night. I'd like to invite the Honourable Senator Eric Abetz, Special Minister of State and Liberal Senator for Tasmania, to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senator Eric Abetz.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Can I acknowledge Joseph Asaf? What a wonderful initiative you created 15 years ago. Congratulations on that, and by the numbers here tonight, you have shown that your initiative was going to be a success. It was needed. Well done, and congratulations on that initiative. Can I also acknowledge the judges? A very difficult task, as we have seen. I don't know how they made the decision, but congratulations to the judges. To the sponsors, you have shown a corporate citizenry which we in Australia salute, and congratulations to all the sponsors. And saying that, I couldn't help but reflect that you, Joseph, and other sponsors put this together for 15 years until we as an Australian government have finally come on board to also be a co-sponsor. I trust that no matter what the persuasion of the Australian government might be in the future, that the Australian government will continue to sponsor and support these awards. Can I acknowledge all the finalists? They've done a superb job in what must have been superbly difficult circumstances. And to be able to achieve in difficult circumstances is something that we must salute. But as you, Joseph, said, the vast majority of us who have come from other countries, including myself, including yourself, Joseph, Australia is that little pocket of freedom in the world. We have wonderful freedoms of speech, of religion, and also the freedom to succeed. And that is what we're celebrating tonight. a basically free economy where people, if they work hard, have the capacity to achieve. So without any further ado, I will hand back to Sarah, and to all finalists and award winners, congratulations, and to the organisers and sponsors, once again, many thanks for your initiative.
Thanks very much, Eric. And assisting Eric tonight with the very pleasant task of presenting the awards is from Singapore Airlines, who has contributed raffles class tickets to our winners, Mr. Mark Swiwa, Senior Vice President, South West Pacific.
Senator Abetz, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to be here tonight once again to lend Singapore Airlines support to these very important awards. Singapore Airlines is a long-term supporter of the Ethnic Business Awards. We support them because it acknowledges the contribution people from outside Australia can and do make to the Australian business community. We enjoy substantial support from the Australian business community, and particularly from ethnic Australians who rely on our services for business, as well as important family links overseas. It leaves me now just to offer my congratulations to all those who will be recognized tonight, the finalists as well as the winners. Thank you.
Well, the Special Initiative Award has been created to encourage one of our finalists tonight. This will be someone who, in the judge's opinion, has, on the road to success, beaten the odds, courageously persevering and refusing to give up no matter what. Now to present this award, Senator Eric Abetz.
Thank you, Sarah. And the difficult decision that the judges has made is Peter Atamu of Riverina Marine Centre. Congratulations.
Peter, congratulations. We need you all to line up for a very special photo. Peter, can I ask you now to say a few words?
Okay. Oh, this is a big surprise. I can't believe it. But first of all, I'd like to thank my partner and wife, Jill. Where she put a lot of effort, in my success. Of course, I like to thank my two daughters, Petrula and Andriana, for giving us plenty of support over the years and understanding, working so hard, and very proud of us. I like to thank my sister Artemis, who sponsored me to Australia originally and giving me the opportunity to succeed in life. I like to thank the Ethnic Business Award Committee, the judges, the sponsors, and everyone who put something in this great event. Thank you very much.
So congratulations again to Peter, his wife and sister, and everyone in what is truly a remarkable business. Thanks also to the Minister. And it's fantastic after so much hard work to be recognised. So Peter, again, congratulations and well done. Now, do you remember all the finalists? Let's just remind ourselves of the 4 finalists in the small business category.
From Italy, Walter Antonucci's nostalgia for traditional cheeses inspired a gourmet business. Hard work, solid instinct for public demand, and total reliability of supply are keys to success. From Korea, James Lee, founder of the Pre-Uni New College, a franchise coaching college that addresses the old problems of learning with smart thinking and new technology. From Cyprus, Peter Artemio, whose Riverina Marine Centre services the whole region with watercraft of all sizes. Wherever there's water, he'll sell you a boat to go with it. Lebanon's Wassim Fahad makes the nation sparkle with his Clean Plus detergents. From one-man business to multi-million-dollar manufacturing plant, Clean Plus is growing by the day.
Yes, a very big applause. Our finalists certainly deserve it. Well, as you know, Telstra has generously also sponsored these awards. So, to present tonight's Small Business Award is Group Managing Director for Regulatory, Corporate and Human Relations at Telstra, Mr. Bill Scales.
Sarah, thank you very much. Senator Rebets, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Joseph. Telstra is extremely proud to once again sponsor the 2003 Ethnic Business Small Business Awards category. Tonight is truly a celebration to mark the achievements of some remarkable business success stories, and I don't know whether you feel the way I do, but when I see those stories up there, it makes my heart just jump. So I just think it's fantastic. Not only have these organisations demonstrated immense creativity, innovation and determination to succeed in a very harshly competitive environment, but many also, as you would have seen already tonight, have had to overcome the cultural and language difficulties experienced by people who were born overseas. For Telstra, involvement in these awards presents a real opportunity for us to acknowledge in a very practical way the significant contribution made by migrant business owners to the Australian economy. Collectively, and many of you will probably know this, but small business sector contributes around 1/3 of the nation's GDP. And of the 1.6 million, I'll repeat that, 1.6 million small business operators in Australia, 29% were born overseas. An absolutely remarkable achievement by people born overseas. I think this statistic speaks volumes about the valuable contribution ethnic business people make towards the economic prosperity of our great nation. And recognition of Australia's ethnic business community is really why we're all here tonight. So I have great honour of acknowledging what I think is one of Australia's small business success stories. So I'm very pleased to announce when I get the envelope, I'm very pleased to be able to announce that the winner of the small business category is Clean Plus detergents.
That's great. Thank you.
Wassim, please come and say a few words.
Thank you. Can you please leave me? I would like to say a few words. You'll give them back to me next year, right? I'm really honored this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for EDCOM to make this recognition. And thank you for Australia. Now, I would like to take this opportunity where I believe that the success is a long journey, and this is just a little beginning. I would like to take the opportunity to thank our Lord for the blessing
all the way. Now, firstly, let me say that the blessing came since I came to Australia, a country of wealth, not only wealth of nature, of human dignity, political and economical stability, but of course for us, a country of opportunities. Secondly, for surrounding me at Claim Plus by a great team, which I refer to as Claim Plus family. To Nikki, Firas, George, Andrew, Adnan, Tanya, Haji, and Mary, and Gina. This team has supported me all the way, and especially during my very tough days a few years ago. They've supported me with an extraordinary loyalty, commitment, and hard work. Special thanks to my manager, Nikki, wherever she is now. Thirdly, for being part of a beautiful family, let me say a couple of words in Arabic, if you don't mind me. Say to Bayu Ummi wa Akhwati that I love you so much, and thank you for your prayers and for your help. بتشكركم لمساعدتكم ولصلواتكم. Finally, I dedicate this success to Maro, my wife. Without Maro, I wouldn't be here standing with you this evening. So thank you very much. And of course, for my daughter Rachel, Johnny and Danny, I love you dearly. Again, thank you, ETCOM. Thank you, Australia. And thanks, everyone. Thank you.
A very proud winner. Wasim, congratulations, and thank you also to Telstra's Bill Scales for presenting the award. Now, one award remains, of course. There are the 4 finalists in the medium to large business category. Here's a little reminder of their achievements.
From Croatia, Ivan Urseg, who went from apprentice grease monkey to the guru of mining equipment design, building and repairs in a family business in which size does matter. From China of Russian parentage, Michael of Kinnikov, whose decision to sacrifice his building company to his new venture, Kelso Builder Supplies, paid off. When that door closed, many others opened. From Sicily, Sebastiano Pietrozello showed us that quality control, hard work, traditional cheese-making methods, plus Australia's finest raw materials are the recipe for local and export success. From Italy, Carlo Travellini rejuvenated an Australian company by broadening the range of affordable wines and liqueurs. If you raise a glass to Carlo, check out the bottle. It's probably one of his.
And to present the Medium to Large Business Award, National Australia Bank's General Manager of Business and Finance, Mr. Wayne Rees.
Thank you, Sarah. Honourable Eric Abetz, Honourable Laurie Ferguson, judges, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I, representing the National, are extremely delighted to be here and representing the National in its 15 years of association with the Ethnic Business Awards. These awards were created, as I said, 15 years ago, and as a tangible and positive way of recognising the contribution of ethnic business to the business community and more broadly the Australian community at large. These awards are both unique and highly regarded. Firstly, there is no other award in Australia that specifically recognises the achievement of migrants and for the contribution they make. And secondly, the awards are the longest running awards in Australia. All award entrants and finalists in the awards should be congratulated for their hard work and efforts in establishing their respective business ventures. These finalists are only a small reflection of the many achievements accomplished by migrants in Australia and provide a striking example of what can be achieved if one puts their mind to it. Moreover, they have clearly made an enormous contribution to this fantastic nation of ours and are an inspiration to all new migrants. Interestingly, a large number of the finalists here tonight have a long-established banking relationship with the National. We've been proud to be associated with these businesses and trust that we have in some small way assisted in their growth and development. So thank you from the National, and it's now my privilege to announce the winner of the Medium and Large Business Awards, and that is Michael. Your surname is a tough one for me. Michael Ovetinskoff of Kelso Builder Supplies.
Congratulations, Michael. It's an outstanding result. Just a few words from Michael.
I would like to take the opportunity, firstly, thank to ENCOM for generous host, and of course, of all the sponsors, who is very generous support the Ethnic Business Award. I'm very proud of my Russian heritage, and I'm migrated to Australia, to our great country, and I'm grateful to Australia has been so good to me and my family and my business. Australia is land of opportunity, great nation that accept the migrants, and place where everyone treat equally, no matter what their country of birth. I'm very proud to receive this award. Thank you all. Thank you, Australia. Thank you.
Congratulations to Peter, Wasim and Michael, and of course all the finalists who are now a part of Australia's business history. May you all continue to thrive and grow. Please also thank our illustrious judging panel. Their task is never an easy one. Thank you, and a very big thank you to Joseph Asaf, the founder of the awards, and his team at EdCom. Finally, Joseph, you've been extraordinary, and getting these awards off the ground, it's just a great credit to you. Finally, to our sponsors, many of whom would empathise with the stories of sheer grit that we've heard tonight, stories of real inspiration. Thank you for recognising through your involvement in the Ethnic Business Awards that without the creative and fresh input of Australia's migrants, no matter why or from where they came, our companies and indeed our culture would be very dull indeed. And from all of us here at Le Montage, good night.